Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK is today giving us that higher high that I wanted to see in both scenarios, both yellow, which is more bullish, and the white count, which is just a B-wave rally. We wanted to see here higher prices as per the wave count. Explained that already in the last few days to you, that what we probably have started, I could be wrong with that, so always keep an open mind, always operate under the assumption that I could be wrong, okay? And that's why I always give you alternative perspectives as well, which if you prefer them, you might want to trade them or follow them, But my preference is the white scenario, which, and if the market is telling me something different, fair enough, But we have an A wave to the downside, which I consider a 5-wave move. But that would suggest something else is coming, unless all of this needs to be reinterpreted like an A overshooting B wave, C wave. But again, until I see, because of the break of support as well, until I see a 5-wave move to the upside, I assume that we are now in this ABC structure in the white scenario, in which wave C should basically break below the A wave low at some point, so below around about $16.70. And we can specify the target for the C wave better once we have the A wave low completed and the B wave, not only the A wave, both. And then I can calculate a target for wave C. Just to give you an example, let's assume if that B wave rally now is maybe getting to, I don't know, $20, then target range for the C wave, and see, it might even be slightly above the yellow box. We talk about $14.33 to $12.60. We know, however, that a wave 2 usually tends to finish, doesn't have to, but tends to finish in the area of a previous wave 4 of one lesser degree. That's around here, 1280. So we'll keep an open mind. Let's take it level by level. Let's first see if we can actually get that more healthy B wave in place. I mean, it's doing that right now anyway, so that's good. Let me take you through the microstructure. Obviously, the assumption is that the 5-wave pattern that started in June last year to the upside is likely complete, and we are probably coming down in this wave 2 correction. Yeah? So wave 1 is complete, wave 2 is unfolding. Then again, if we complete here this ABC structure, is this all of wave 2, or is it only the A wave of a larger wave 2? We get another B wave rally and then a C wave down. That's what time will tell. We will watch the microstructures along the way to always try to obviously figure out the best, the highest probability scenario basically. So then if we go into a little bit more detail here and we say that, okay, the A wave is completed, B wave rally unfolding, that's currently going according to script. So the A wave of wave B finished obviously on the 21st of March. The B wave of the larger B wave bottomed on Friday, and we're now moving up in wave C of B. I mentioned to you in yesterday's video only that the $20 mark seems to be a relevant target. That's the golden ratio level as retracement, as resistance, and the 100% extension level of this move up. Basically, the C wave tends to have the same length as the A wave. Yeah, it can always be a bit longer, but that's typically where we start, and that's also pointing towards the $20 mark. So I would expect some resistance there. There's also probably going to be some resistance around $19.30, which is the previous wave 4 high, and the 50% Fibonacci retracement. So pay attention to these levels. I added yesterday in my video a microstructure for wave C, and it seems like this 3rd wave is currently unfolding. Then we should get a 4 and 5. So another 4-5 pattern seems to be missing before we can call that a C wave completed. If there is a break below $17.97, and there always has to be a level that, basically for risk management. So if we get a break below that small wave 2 low, as I said, like $18, okay, $17.98. Then if that level breaks, then we would have to reinterpret the chart. I might then have to say, okay, maybe that B wave already finished, but it didn't form an ABC structure, which is typically the most probable scenario. Instead, it might have just gone with a WXY. okay, which then in the Y wave only needs an A, B, C, which could be nearly done. But that's typically a pattern that needs more evidence, proof, okay, because that's not the most probable scenario. Also, I would argue that maybe this initial move up looks more like a 5-wave move, so couldn't really be a wave W, at least not when we talk about high probability patterns. Yeah, so that should give you everything that you need, all the parameters, resistance, support, and obviously once we see a break below that $17.98 level, then downside in wave C of 2 will be further confirmed with a break below $17.32 and $16.27. I don't think it's time to be bearish. I mean, this is overall still a bullish market. I think it's time to be cautious because we can get this C wave breakdown at any point. Probably not yet. I prefer to let the market tell me when it started, and that would be a break below that wave 2 low there. That's my update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.